shall die.
Yeah, so those false prophets are going to die, man. Those preachers are going to die. They're going to be destroyed, man. They're going to be destroyed. So they could go ahead and speak their fairy tale doctrine as long as they want, because they're going to be judged for it.
You was scared of it, bro?
Yeah. That's it. All right? They're gonna be judged for that. All right. Yeah. So let me get Job 9:24, because we prophesying against Esau's kingdom, and who is Esau? Esau is the wicked that the Bible speaks of. He's a spiritual. He's a physical demon. He's a physical demon, Satan, man. He's a physical counterpart. Huh? Oh, you speak of the, huh? Oh, all right.
Don't kill him. Don't kill him. Let them live.
Yeah, let them live.
Let them live. Let them live.
I don't kill him. I don't kill animals. I don't kill insects. The Most High created them.
I got
I don't kill them.
This is
I didn't even know he was there.
That's in the book, bro.
Yeah. Oh, you got it.
Okay, so this is Job chapter 9, verse 24. You know, I don't kill him.
Right.
This is Job chapter 9, verse 24.
Oh, yeah.
And it reads, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked.
Yeah, the earth. All the earth. Air, land, the people, the legislation, everything is given into the hand of the wicked. It's in the rulership of the wicked. Who gave it to him? The Lord gave it to him. The Lord gave it to him. All right? He asked for Isaac to bless him.
So
Esau, the so-called white man.
It reads, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof.
He covered the faces of the judges thereof. He painted his image up as to be the Lord, the Lord's people, and the angels. He laid, right?
It says, he covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
And if he's not the wicked and it's not him, then who is it that did that? No one else did that except for the so-called white man. Where is he? He's all over the earth spreading his wickedness. He laid open a book of the law, man, and claimed it to be his.
I got a precept to go with that. This is Malachi chapter 1, verse 4, to prove who the wicked is.
Right.
And it reads, whereas Edom said, matter of fact, I'm going to start at the top. The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord, Yahweh, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us?
Yeah, so our people say that all the time. The Lord loved the nation of Israel, starting with the elect. But our people say, how? We dying in these ghettos and all this stuff that's happening. Why? Because those things happen because we offended the Lord. We offended the Most High, so we have to be punished.
That's right. It says, I have loved you, saith the Lord, Yahweh, yet ye say, wherein have thou loved us?
Yep, and that's what our people do. They say that. Some of our people even try to curse the Most High.
It says, was not Esau Jacob's brother?
Yeah, was
saith
not
the Lord
Esau,
Yahweh?
Yeah, Esau, the nation of these white people, crackers, the nation of crackers. All right, that's Esau.
It says, was not Esau Jacob's brother?
Jacob is the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
It says, saith the Lord, yet I love you. He said, I love Jacob. Let me read it again, because you had me laughing, bro.
I caught myself too. I'm sorry about that.
It said, I'm going to read it again. Malachi chapter 1, verse 4. I have loved you, saith the Lord Yahweh, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother?
That's right. Esau was Jacob's brother. But the Lord loved Jacob and hated Esau. Esau, the so-called, Esau wasted away as he is pigmentation, so-called white people.
Saith the Lord, yeah, I love Jacob.
Hold on. It's me.
Yet I love Esau. He said, yet the Most High say he hated Esau but loved Jacob. You know what I'm saying? It's because why? He laid Esau's heritage desolate. I'm just going to get into that. It says, I have hated Esau and laid his mountains, his government, and his heritage waste.
Can we continue with that or Salah?
Okay, let's go again. Shalom. So it reads, it says, back in Malachi chapter 1, verse 2, I have loved you, saith the Lord, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us?
Yeah, so our people say, yo, if the Most High exists or whatever, why would he let our people, and we the Lord's chosen people, why would he let us suffer these situations? Why did that newborn get shot?
He says,
Now, these questions is a reason why, because we're visiting the sins of the fathers from the third and fourth generations. So we sin and we be judged for what we did in our past, present and past lives.
and you know something? Now you said that this is heavy. Now, this September 2nd, my cousin, he got killed. At the age, I was 18, he was 19. He was going on 20. He's going to be 20 in November 20th. But he got killed in September 1992. It's been 30 years now. And I'm saying to myself, this is the third generation. Every generation is 10 years. So we could be in the third generation and the Lord can allow him to come back as the newborn baby.
So every 10?
Huh?
Every 10 or 30?
I mean, it could be, I don't know, every generation could be either 10 or 30 years, I don't know.
All right.
But it's been 30 years now that he passed on. So I'm saying to myself, damn, the most I could have him come back as a newborn baby after he judged them and he got shot up and he died, come back as a newborn baby to be destroyed by thermonuclear destruction.
Yeah.
And that's kind of scary, man.
Yeah.
For the most I could have you to get killed, put to death at the age of 19, and then 30 years pass by, a generation or two pass by, and you come back as a newborn baby, that's to be destroyed by thermonuclear destruction.
And here's the scary part: when you before the throne of the Most High, he tells you your judgment. You're gonna live on the earth.
Right.
So he done told the people that slated to die in nuclear destruction, yo, when you go back down, you die in nuclear destruction in that lifetime.
Damn.
But then there's no remembrance when you so-called, when you so-called born here, when the Lord put your spirit on a vessel that's supposed to carry you, and you're born here, you don't have that remembrance, But
just living your life.
You know when you're in the spiritual realm, the judgment that you gotta face. Come back.
And that's deep
Damn.
right there. So back in Malachi, the proof who the wicked is, it says back in Malachi chapter 1 verse 2, I have loved you, saith the Lord Yahweh, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us?
Yeah, that's how our people will say that. Jacob tell you, well, you mean to tell me that there's a God or whatever, so why are we suffering like this? And then when you go to try to tell them, they shy away, and then they go into their own madness and their belief and they bullshit ass feelings and emotions.
It says,
know?
was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord Yahweh, yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness.
And laid his heritage waste. All right? That's why the Lord always takes the so-called white man out of his power, and then he says we're gonna rebuild. All right? That's his pride.
It says, I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste.
They was driven from away from men and out in the caves. And they was living in the caves and grunting. They was speaking like Brendan Fraser on that Casino Man. That caveman talk.
Yeah.
It
says, I hated Esau and laid his mountains, which is government, and his heritage waste.
And that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. His last rulership, which is now, is gonna be laid waste through thermonuclear destruction and also concentrated fire when the Lord returns. That war in heaven.
For the dragons of the wilderness, verse 4, here's the point. Whereas Edom, the so-called white man, saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places, thus saith the desolate places.
They always say they're gonna rebuild. They're gonna get back financial stability and all of that. All that hot shit that they talk.
And this is going into during the time of the Renaissance, when Esau was coming out of his slavery, his 1,000-year slavery period, from during the time of 325 BC, AD rather, up until the late 1300s, we're going to the early 1400s, during the time of the Renaissance period, when the Borgias took over the church.
Yeah.
And they started usurping their authority. They started building their desolate places. It says, whereas Edom said, we were impoverished, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places, thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts.
So they said they're gonna rebuild. They came out of they got in the rebirth of their power, the Renaissance rebirth. And so that dragon was let loose for a small season. That's now.
It says, but we will return and build the desolate places, thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts. they shall build, but I will throw them.
See, the Lord going to destroy them. They shall build, but their cities are going to be destroyed. Their empire, their rulership they're going to be put out of power. And it's going to say they're the border.
It says, and they shall call them the border of wickedness.
Border of wickedness. So wherever they go out, they spread their wickedness throughout the earth. North, east, west, south, eastern hemisphere, western hemisphere. Wherever they at.
And it proves then the time of Job 9:24, the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. That's what it's proving. You know? Yeah. Malachi the 4th chapter, the 4th verse. It's proving that who's the wicked.
Yeah.
I got some. More now?
It's a little more. It says, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord Yahweh will have indignation forever.
Righteous anger, right?
That was it.
Righteous anger, hatred, righteous anger.
Righteous anger, right?
Yeah, so the Lord is angry with the wicked. All right? But sentence for evil work is not done expediently, all right?
I'm gonna get it real quick. I'm gonna get that for you, so when we butcher, you know, it'll be
all right. So that's why the so-called white man, he was let off his leash for a short period, and he has been doing nothing but spreading his wickedness.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the hearts of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
Yeah, so they like, the Lord don't see us what we doing in the darkness. Pretty much he must be with us because we're not being judged for it. So now they intensifying their wickedness. That so-called white man, look what he's doing with the weather. He's messing up the weather. Winter started late last year. It's gonna start late again. Summer started late. Oh, everything was off. You had cold days when it was supposed to be hot.
Right.
Yeah, he's using that HARP device.
That's right. Smiting the winter house with the summer house, and smiting the summer house with the winter house, whereas it was be cold, but it's hot. Where it was be hot, it's cold.
And causing droughts.
And fires, and earthquakes,
Yes.
and mudslides, and floods. Do that HARP machine, which is High Active Oral Research Program, is an acronym for HARP. High Active Oral Research Program.
So they reversed what Nikola Tesla did, demonized him when he tried to get free energy, fucked him, messed him over, and then took his technology and reverse engineered it. If he ain't the wicked, who is?
That's the so-called white man does, man.
Huh?
You know, so you got anything else? That was it? You got something?
I had some.
Okay.
Just going into, you know, how the Most High hates Esau. This is Isaiah 13. This is Isaiah 13. I'm gonna start from verse 9. In Babylon, the glory of kingdoms and the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency shall be as when the power overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yeah, so here in America, it's gonna be like when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah, because they was doing pedophilia, homosexual activities, and a list of other things. Bestiality, sleeping with animals, man. So America is worse than Sodom and Gomorrah. This place is spiritually Sodom and Gomorrah. That's why it's going to be destroyed by thermonuclear destruction.
That's right.
It says, it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, neither shall...
All right. So America's going to be nuked. America's going to be turned into a desert, and mankind is not going to dwell here again except for desert creatures.
It says, neither shall the Arabian pitch a tent there.
It said, neither shall the Arabian pitch a tent. That's talking about them. That's talking about Ishmael, them Arabs. They're not going to have their carts over here no more, selling their merchandise or their bodegas, their delis.
Halal.
No more halal going to be here anymore.
That's right.
It says, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there.
Yeah, so all these nations, they've been getting rich off the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, because we're the biggest consumers throughout the earth, and mainly here in America. All right? This place is one big gigantic fucking mall.
It
Got
says,
got more?
yeah, it says, but wild beasts and desert, it says, but wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and your houses shall be full of doleful creatures.
Yeah, after this place is wasted, there's gonna be a beautiful desert, but it's gonna be for the desert creatures. You know, this place, after it's destroyed, it ain't gonna look like no mud pit. It's gonna be a nice desert for the desert creatures, man.
They gotta live somewhere.
A place for the wild birds and the desert.
Yeah,
creatures
they
to
need
inhabit.
somewhere. They need peace.
It says, and owls shall dwell there, and stayers shall dance there.
That's right. You're gonna have owls and desert creatures, man.
Vultures.
It says,
Vultures.
it says, and the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant
They're
places.
gonna move from the islands because a lot of the water gonna be dried up, because that thermonuclear destruction, it's gonna clean the ocean floor, the water. Some of the water gonna be receded, but it's gonna cleanse that water because it's gonna be earthquakes. So everything gonna get shooken up. So this place gonna be cleansed. The air, you know, the people's polluted minds. This place but the pollution here on the earth is gonna be clean from that heat. And when the Lord is shooting concentrated fire with our lasers.
If I can add real quick, there's a movie that came out not too long ago. It has something to do with Godzilla, and they like awoken like other different creatures, and basically what there in the movie, the lady was going into that anytime there's some type of like destruction that has to do with like high intense heat that destroys anything. Life is always reborn from that, man. And it showed you when like islands were destroyed, waters was dried up, new volcanoes came about, and on those other islands of the volcanoes, it was life coming. This life just started growing, man.
Because that lava and stuff, it comes up and it makes new land. And it's also a cleansing agent too.
It's purified the soil.
Yeah.
You got more?
It makes human
One
soil
line.
too.
It says, and her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged.
Her days, that's talking about Babylon. That's talking about here in America. Babylon the Great. There's a great confusion here. This place is a harlot because it takes on the ancient kingdoms, customs of these heathen nations, and also it does business in bed with other nations, has this place as a melting pot. So this harlot she's a harlot, man.
I got a precept. This is Isaiah chapter 47, verse 8. Now therefore, it says, therefore, hear now this, thou given unto pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thy heart, I am and none else beside me.
Yeah, America, and you know, Esau, he controls this place. That's the pride of this place. This place is, I'm gonna say the queen. This place can't be conquered. This place got the best military. Got the Navy SEALs, SEAL Team 6, elite special forces, the best weapons.
It says, therefore, hear now this, thou art given unto pleasures.
Yep.
You know, Esau in this society, the so-called white men are given unto pleasures. Therefore, the rest of the people that's in this society, that's dwelling in the land of America, is given into pleasures, man.
Yeah.
You know, why do you think you have all these TikTok videos going out, all these different, how can I say, all these different platforms of social media outlets where you can you giving it to pleasures, twerking. You got people going out doing this, hanging out, you know, putting up videos, showing their innermost, deepest secrets, their body parts. They are given unto pleasure, as well as this world. It says, therefore, therefore hear now this, that are given unto pleasures, that dwelleth carelessly. And America, and people in the land of America dwell carelessly, man.
Yeah.
They have not a clue what's going on. They don't want to know what's going on. They're just giving unto pleasure, man. Whatever is pushed out there, they're gonna do as thou wilt. Do as thou wilt is the law of the land, which is pushed by Alistair Crowley, man.
Yeah, just,
And it's like it. And who they have pushing these agendas? These rappers, man.
yeah.
These, whether they female rappers, male rappers, the Hollywood honchos, these Hollywood women, you know, they out there pushing the agenda of Esau. They are giving them to pleasure. You got it back, brother.
Yeah, so they push the agenda of Esau. What's the new fashion in fashion? How to be, you know, get the bag and all of that. That they have Jake following them. All right?
It says, that says in their heart, I am none else besides. It says, I am none else besides me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children.
Yeah, so they think that they think that they're gonna have their new world order, their wealth gonna be spread throughout generations to their children, their children's children. Their house is gonna continue, and they're not gonna be brought out of power. This is their pride. Their pride. That's why they walk with their neck out like this, man.
I sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. Their land shall not be invaded.
Yeah.
You know, they're not gonna they're not gonna know the loss of children. But hey, all that's gonna come upon you. So it's back in it's verse 9, Isaiah chapter 10, verse it's like it's Isaiah 47 verse 10, and we had verse 9. It's like it. These two things shall come upon thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood.
The loss of children in one day. So your children gonna be exterminated. What else?
It says the loss of children. It says the loss of children and widowhood.
Widowhood. So a lot of is gonna be widows because the men are gonna die in war.
They shall come upon. It said they shall come upon thee in their perfection for the multitude of thy sorceries and for the great abundance of thy enchantments.
For your sorceries and your enchantments, all your witchcraft and all your proud speak against the Most High, your destruction is gonna fall within an hour, man. In one day, in an hour in that day, that you're gonna lose everything. Your elite